What up, YouTube? What up? Man, another late one, man. My schedule, my schedule is real trippy. Hold on, let me respond to a message real quick. It's an important message. My schedule is real trippy, man. I apologize. But however, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. First and foremost, it's your boy Zulu Go. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Um, just gonna get into this real quick. We're gonna freestyle it. Y'all know what's been going on. Y'all know everybody right now is in an uproar about the passport game. Passport Bros, Black Man's Travels. You know, they got the game shook. Um, I've been a supporter, advocate of the passport for a long time. I never knocked it. I defended it on many panels. I always told guys on panels it was a credential to have, very important credential, and that the earlier you start out with your passport, the better off you are, because young men need to see the world as early and fast as possible, as soon as they're able. I was fortunate enough to get my passport at 40, late in the game, late bloomer. However, I did it. Um, I was inspired by one of my cousins who got his before me when he went out the country. He's about a year or two ahead of me going out the country. So it's just a no-brainer, and it makes no sense for us to tell men not to get his passport. I don't understand that. You know, you tell a man get a license, get a gun license, uh, being a registered voter, as an adult in general, you tell a person these things to start setting the path of how they need to operate and function, you know, as they grow up and get older. Um, Again, it's a credential to have a passport. So we are in a crossroads, and it seems like things that get away from a feminine energy, and it's not necessarily a feminine energy, it's a dark feminine energy that we are on the cusp of really going head to head with. And a lot of guys don't understand that they're trapped in being controlled by dark feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're married, it doesn't matter if you seem like you have no problems. You have to look at overall the society and the system, how it's moving. Um, and that's when you can tell in what direction it's going. It was already prophesied that you're going to be fighting a dark feminine energy in the Bible and Revelations. A lot of you guys really misconstrue the levels of evil, the elements of evil, and the elements of the adversary. It's just not going to be the devil or, New World Order and stuff like that. Like, you guys have to pay attention to dark feminine energy. How else would the majority of black women in this country would be under the spell that they're under and they can't come out of it? I just look, let me tell y'all something, man. Cause one thing I don't do, I don't get her tell no lies. And I'll let y'all know what's going on with me, right? I broke up with a woman about a month and a half ago. And you wouldn't believe the diagnosis that she is under. right? You wouldn't believe the diagnosis, right? And the reason why I broke up with her was because, for one, she couldn't treat me properly as a man, and for two, she was under a diagnosis that most of black women suffer from in this country. Most American women suffer from it in general. Somehow, some way, it is being programmed that men are guilty and that they are better than men and they have like a disdain or hate for you. Yet the hypocrisy is they still demand services from you. And it's like, which one is it? And this has been going on and on and on. And this gets me to the point of this stream, the conversation. As always stated by the great old Obsidian, we need to have the conversation. And I guess it's the Lapeef network or whatever, you got different content creators that, you got dating coaches, you got game coaches, and then you have the conversationalists. Oh yeah. See, it just ain't about the dating coaches and the game coaches. The conversationalists is another group. They may not be real out in the open about, their concerns about the passport trend or movement. But make no mistake, they are concerned because they do represent an element of YouTube that is also very monetized. That is very monetized. The conversation between men and women, especially black men and women, that is a money maker of itself. But here's the secret that I've been telling y'all a long time about things like the conversation. It's just about any discussion that has taken place here. Nobody has any answers and nobody really wants any answers because everybody wants to keep the show going. Everybody wants to keep circle jerking. That's what they want. It has been pointless for a long time now to have the conversation. I've been said it. You got many other content creators that's been saying it. Ramil's been saying it. Ramil probably been saying it longer than everybody. Ty City been saying it. Rico Raw TV, he just now get to the point where he's fed up. Like he just going ham every day, multiple times a day now. Because the truth is apparent. This conversation is over with. And I don't know nothing about no gender war. Like y'all keep saying the gender war was won and lost, ended, started back. Look, there's nothing to win. Win what? Especially if you're talking about the black community and what relationships can do for that. It's decimated. So I'm here to tell you, right? Y'all can keep having a conversation. I decided not to have a conversation last year sometime. It had to be somewhere between late 2020 and 21. I decided the conversation was worthless because you can't cure this MK Ultra programming that has taken hold of women in this country. You can't do nothing about it. And then they become too far gone. They're too far gone to fix. You can't get them in shape. You don't want to take on the different babies they got. You don't want to take on their pets. You don't want to take on their mentality, mental health, mental capacity. You don't want to deal with that shit. You want to deal with the different energies they got from different men. You don't want to deal with their sexual history. It's to the point now where I'm really fighting to be celibate. I don't want to fuck with them. And you got this other group, this other element of YouTube called the conversationalist, having panels and discussions, trying to figure out the differences between men and women, trying to reconcile them. Man, give it up. It's a done deal. How much time we got? We at 10. We're at the 10-minute marker. This stream ain't gonna be long. I'm about to get up off here, but I just want to put it out there. You got the conversationalists, got the dating coaches, got the game coaches. Everybody in the uproar about the passport game. But the key element of the passport game is not just the passport and traveling. Here's the secret. It's what I've been telling y'all for a long time now. The element that coincides or goes into the passport game is the opt out. You opt out. That is the only solution when they have no one around but the worst of the pickings and every dude in the majority, in a mass scale, just about every dude around has gone and discovered something new somewhere else. And there's nobody here to deal with this nonsense. That is the only way that this thing will reset. Don't know if it'll get fixed, but it'll reset like a motherfucker. So along with the passport gang, I'm calling on the great opt out. I've stated it over and over. I'm about to buckle down on it. Young men, middle-aged men, older men, able-bodied men, men able to do things on their own terms. The passport is part of the great opt out. That is the only way. Spread the word, spread the message, spread it. Let the great opt out take hold and never let go. This is your boy Zulu Gullah. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I will catch up with y'all later. Y'all have a good night.